Hello, Marauders, Ryan here. I'm super happy to have you because I'm at home right now. I'm not at Station F. I'm in the south of France right now. It's pretty hard for me, to shoot these type of vlogs because this is not the same routine. And but I think I found my spot here. So and there's the family and everything. So now it's pretty calm now. So it's perfect for me. So for you guys to be, for me to recap for you guys everything that have been happening for the past couple days or week, because I usually do a vlog every day of the week, and as I was saying, it's a little bit harder to do so here, but everything is doing pretty good, both on Marauders and Sandaga. On the Marauders, as I was saying, I think that you guys might have understand that we are working on a document that we are going to be needing to show to some people, people that are going to, if they think it's the good thing to do, work with us and help us doing the whole thing. I mean, I know that some of you that I've been meeting physically, both at Station F and at NFT Paris and stuff like this, we have been talking about what we are working on right now, and they were pretty excited about that, because it's an exciting project that we are working on for the Marauders, and I cannot wait for this to be a little bit more tangible for you guys. But just know that we are working on that. So yeah, the document is almost done. We still have things that we think are not good enough, to be honest, and we need to work on those. Then we are going to have a meeting with Omar, Sebastian, to make sure that everything is on point, and then we are going to be able to deliver the document to the people I was referring to. So that is for the Marauders, but once again, it's super exciting, and Ludovic is leading that part, and I think he's doing a wonderful job. Well, okay, both on the whole new story about the Marauders. And the thing I can say here is that the story that the lore that about the Marauders is going to absolutely change. Yeah, totally it is going to totally change, like really deeply going to change. So that's a really good thing. So also on Sandaga, we have been still working on the creative studio that is ready for us here. I mean, it's not looking pretty good right now, but it is getting to be looking good in the coming weeks. But it's working. You can create whatever you want, and we are now adding I mean, whatever you want. You can create NFTs, of course, and that's as I was saying, we just want it to be just a layer of facilitating how you can create NFTs. So for everyone to be able to create those NFTs very easily without having to understand what is a smart contract, what is a wallet, what is crypto, what is whatever it is, they have to understand pretty much nothing about Web3. It is super easy with easy words, and we just want people to be able to just benefit from the technology and just use it, like we use emails every day, like we use internet every day, and we don't have to understand how the technology behind that is working, So that's pretty much what we are trying to head to. So really interesting. A lot of things are being done right now, both in France and in the US. Companies are trying to do pretty much the same thing with a different approach, but that's super interesting. So yeah, super interesting in that part. For example, that's just an example. I'm having a lot of meeting every day, but this is an example. We have had a meeting with very interesting guys from ETH Pass, ETH Pass, PASS. .xyz, I think. They are creating a product, developing a product that is super interesting. Chris is the CEO of the company, super cool guy. They are working on a product that is enabling NFTs to be tickets, for in real life events. And we are going to be using that technology for everyone creating NFTs through the Creator Studio on Sandaga to create real tickets. And these tickets are going to go onto your phone, and you're gonna be able to show it to whoever it is, to grant you access to either a show or a product, for example. So that is super interesting. That's just an example, but that's what we are working on. Of course, we are also looking to work on, as I was saying in the previous blog, in some weeks right now, on Shopify, making sure that anyone could create assets that are going to be able to be used by their customers on their Shopify shop, and that's basically the type of thing that we want to make very, very mainstream to anyone to use, both for the creators. So for us, creators are going to be musicians, painters, drawers. Do we say drawers? I'm sorry, guys. People who draw. Okay, painters. We don't say painters. Every type of artist, but also influencers. To gather their community through benefits and advantages through their NFTs. And then on the other side, there's brands and companies, both for their customers. That's the obvious one, but also it could be used for their employees, for their employer brand, for example. And we know a lot about employer brand because, we've had with Ludovic a company just before Senega working on that precise matter. So we know a lot about that, and we know a lot about the needs of the companies towards that, towards the employer brand. So whatever, that's what we are working on right now, and we do believe that in the coming years and months, is more than that, a lot of companies are going to be in the need of using these type of product to jump into the NFT technology and to use that technology without even having to understand how it works. Today they are going to go, today there's two things. The first one is that there is a lack of trust. They are just like, okay, it seems to be really interesting for us to use it. For example, the biggest case for brands is the customer loyalty programs. So they do have a huge need in that part for several reasons, because for example, I'm not going to go into details here, whatever. There is a lot of things to say on that matter. And that's the biggest case, but there's a lack of trust today. They don't really understand the thing. They are like, okay, it seems cool, but we don't want to get into it because we don't want to get into any trouble. And also when they call agencies to work on those, to ask them to write the smart contract for them, it's expensive. And most of those, I'm not pointing at anyone, but they are just young people trying to make money, and that's super honorable. But I think that these big companies or middle companies are just afraid, of working with them, and also the price. We're doing that with the Creator Studio is going to be super easy. It's going to be free at the beginning, so it is going to be something that I think is going to be very, very useful for companies, and an easy jump into the NFT technology, just to test, nothing to worry about. You just test it. Even though you cannot understand how it works, you can do some tests. You feel like it's a good thing or not, and that's it. If you want to use it for real, then use it for real. And that's pretty much how we think of it right now. And we do have, as you probably already know, a huge network, both in France and America, of companies and also creators. So that's the type of thing that we are working on right now, both on the product and also starting to have, a first sample of creators and companies that we are going to make sure that we can, work with them. To test the product, of course, but also to enhance the product. That's the phase we are on right now, and that's super exciting. As you probably can imagine. So that's what we are working on right now, and it's going pretty well. Of course, it could always go faster. I always wanted to go faster, but it is what it is. I think that on the schedule we are pretty good right now, to be really honest. And the only thing that we are, I think, not in time, according to what we have scheduled, it is on the fundraise. I think that we should be going a little bit harder on the fundraise, and that's what I'm trying to do now. That's what I've been trying to do for the past week. So, for example, today I've been working like 3 or 4 hours on our updated business plan for VCs and investors to look at. So that's basically on the work, but we still have to to get on a real roadshow and stuff like this. Whatever, it is going to come. I'm pretty I've had some calls with people who are really interested, and all the people that could help us on that. So really looking forward to that. So really happy of everything that is going on right now. And you know, we just need to keep on working, pretty much. So 10 minutes. Thank you guys. I'm sorry it's super long, but you know, it's a recap of the whole week. So I know not a lot of people are watching that, but I hope that the people that are watching that, it is useful for you guys. And that's pretty much it, guys. So thankful again to, you know, just to following us, to support us, and we're gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. We're never gonna stop until we reach the goal that we have fixed, and it is, you know, adding a lot of value to you Marauders holders, and you know, making Senega an important Web3 company. That's it. See you guys. Have a wonderful end of weekend or beginning of the week, and see you guys very soon. See you Marauders.